Hello and welcome to Fortune India. It's festival season and it can't be a better time to launch our luxury issue. And this time our luxury issue celebrates the Indian not just the celebrities and luxury brands but also celebrates luxury traditions which have emerged from the remotest corners of the country. So I have our luxury editor Mr. Vinod Nair with me who's going to take us through as to what went into putting this issue together. Welcome, Vinod.
Thank you.
Can you just take us through how you put the luxury issue together? What really was kind of the theme this time?
The whole world is now looking at India for various reasons in terms of luxury. One being the history of India, and as the royalty, they used to consume a lot of Western luxury along with the Indian thing. So the royal part, and then came the consumers from business backgrounds and things like that. And now with the rest of the world slowing down in terms of consumption of luxury for various reasons, again, all these brands are looking at India. So what India has to offer in terms of consumer base, coupled with what we can offer in terms of products in the world of luxury. So the theme is Destination India, though it's not written anywhere in the magazine. This is what I had in mind in terms of conceptualizing the whole content for the issue.
In fact, I was talking to the MD of IHCL, Mr. Puneet Chatwal, and our in conversations, this issue is with him. And that's exactly what he told me, that a couple of decades ago, India was clearly an afterthought for most of the luxury brands.
Right.
And the luxury brands would only be seen on luxury hotels like the Taj Mahal Palace or, the Oberoi. But now it's not just the hotels. I mean, the luxury brands, there are a lot of new luxury spaces, retail spaces coming up. So we have, of course, the Geo World Mall, which is state-of-the-art luxury mall in Mumbai. And then Delhi has a lot of luxury spaces. And then, of course, we have Galleries Lafayette, which is going to be launched later this month, which is going to actually epitomize luxury in India. And so that's what you were saying, that luxury brands are moving to those luxury only spaces, but that doesn't mean that spaces in the hotels are vacant. There's still demand, lot of demand for their spaces too. So overall, it is the luxury market which is growing very robustly, and brands, as you said, want to come in.
If I may add, Ajita, the brands wants to come, but there aren't any retail space available anymore anywhere in the country. All are occupied. And for the same reason, looking at the potential and the interest from these brands coming from Europe and America, most of these existing malls are expanding their base. Some of them are even doubling it. The Palladium in Bombay.
Yes, yes.
They have the existing one is about 850,000, and they are going to make it into 1.6 million square feet area. Emporium Delhi is 300,000, and I think they are coming close to doubling it again. And so without the space, there is no point in saying that no brands are interested. India has potential. They need a place to sell. So that is another area of interest for the business part, the retail space.
It's really interesting. It's just top 10% of the population, but all the mega red luxury brands globally are chasing the luxury Indian consumer. And, in fact, last year when I put the story together, I had written the cover story last year. And, it was really interesting that to find out that Indian consumers are not necessarily traveling to Singapore or the US to shop for luxury brands. They are shopping in India itself. And that itself has been a major trigger for all these brands to come in and set shop.
That's right. It's also because some of the countries is much more expensive, when you add to the whole thing.
Yeah.
And with the GST and the input credits that the business get in return and everything, the entire scenario is changed. The only thing which probably, in my opinion, needs to improve is the per square foot rental rates.
Okay.
Is still is very high in India, and especially I remember meeting the executive chairman of Shanghai Tang, the first luxury brand from the Chinese region. That time he said the costliest that I'm talking about maybe 20, 25 years ago. The costliest mall in the world is somewhere in Las Vegas, and the second one is coming to the one which is in Delhi. Brands struggle sometime, to match their square foot rent versus the sale. Brands will have to figure out, how they do. Either with the increase in sales, probably they're going to get benefited, or that part will be covered. But a lot of brands did struggle in the earlier days with
Yes.
high rentals.
I was just going through your lead story, and it was actually a fascinating read, I must say, as to how uh, Indian celebrities are the most sought after brand ambassadors for these global luxury brands.
Right.
So, be it Deepika Padukone, be it Alia Bhatt, or of course, Priyanka Chopra was always a global icon. But we see newer celebrities kind of endorsing global brands, and it was really heartening to see Neeraj Chopra because he's not I mean, in India, cricket is religion.
Right.
So if there's any celebrity one would pick up, it would invariably be I mean, when it comes to a sporting celebrity, it would be a cricketer. And here we have an Olympic champion from India endorsing two global brands, Audi and Omega. What do you think has really changed? Why have the Indian celebrities suddenly become so sought after by the global
See, like you rightly mentioned, that the movie stars, regardless of where they are based, they've always been the favorites of whether it's luxury or otherwise. Also, the brands as ambassadors, because it's the traction they give, and the influence they percolate down to the consumer's mind.
Yeah.
Now, over the years, again, like you rightly mentioned, the cricket has been the favorite and still is the favorite of many brands.
Yeah.
Again, because of the reach. And athletics part somehow was left behind. Is also because there has not been any notable achievement in terms of what Neeraj did at the Olympics.
Yeah.
So by doing so, he's not only caught the attention of millions and billions of Indian population. It's also he attracted the attention of the world population also in terms of, and in addition, he is the brand ambassador of Audi, and Audi is performance led, and then that matched with Neeraj's profile. And then I'm glad that people like that are coming as brand ambassadors.
Interesting. So when you were reporting for the story, uh, you know, what really came out? What kind of insights came out?
In terms of brand ambassadors,
Yes.
one of the main thing is that it's all country specific. Is what I got to know during my conversation with people and during my own research. Again, we come back to the same point of India being a potential country to navigate the sales of. End of the day, that's what matters, sales figures for brands. Who can influence the Indian mind more than in India's own celebrities? So that is one factor that, even though some of these stars are global ambassadors, so they have their share of name and fame in whichever movies or, games they played in rest of the countries. But end of the day, what matters is for brands is that how they're going to influence the minds of the Indian population.
So coming to the other stories, you have a luxury icon. You've interviewed a luxury icon in this issue, who has who's media shy and has nobody has really managed to get an interview with the person. Would you like to talk about it?
The person in question is Eric Blanke.
Yeah.
Eric Blanke is the creative director of Goyard. So there are two angles to the story.
Okay.
The brand itself is very shy of publicity. They don't give interviews. They don't go on sale. They don't have any online presence. They just have, it's the oldest luxury brand in the world. It's 1 or 2 years earlier than Louis Vuitton. Goyard was Edmond Goyard launched this brand in Paris. So since then, they only concentrated on their creative side, but not on the publicity side, because they're not overzealous about how they want to go about opening 400 or 500 stores worldwide. They just have 35 stores as we speak. That timidity percolated down to the employees side also. So Eric, interestingly, is French, but his parents are from Pondicherry in India. He wouldn't give, and for the last, he's been with the brand for 14 or 15 years now. If you ask me how did I manage it, I don't know. I mean, it just happened. I think it's sheer luck that, I managed to convince him. And that convincing took about 7 months of
Oh my
constant
God, okay.
conversation. Yeah. And it's, when the brand is shy of being in the limelight, it's only natural that the rest of the people working inside, even the creative or business field, also even the CEO doesn't give interviews. It's a nice thing to have that piece.
So I'm sure our readers will get to know a lot about this brand, which they would have never read or heard before.
Right.
So I'm sure they'll look forward to it. Again, what really excites me about this issue is as our focus on brand India. And we have a story on the great Indian weddings, the lavish Indian weddings,
Right.
which is a compulsive, which is like a fabulous read. And the other story which I worked on,
I was going to ask you that.
yeah,
The Banarsi thing is usually, we've heard, a lot of foreign designers used to come to Varanasi in the earlier days. John Paul Gaultier specifically used to come to India to source fabric for his collection. So how was your, what made you go and do a story in luxury with Banaras?
Vinod, last year we had decided that we would celebrate one Indian luxury heritage every year. And we started off with the perfumers of Kannauj. So I actually traveled to Kannauj, and these are 8th-generation perfumers. And they, in fact, all the floral extracts, be it rose, be it vetiver, be it jasmine, which go into global luxury brands like a Chanel or a Dior or Hermes, name the brand, the fragrances actually go from Kannauj, the floral extracts.
Right.
So that was a fascinating story. And this year we thought we'll continue the good work which we did last year, and we looked at Banaras. I was reporting on a rural and urban consumption story, which is absolutely contrary to luxury.
Right.
But that did take me to some of the weaving clusters of Banaras. And of course, it was sad, very sad to see that most of those weavers do not want to be in this profession anymore because, power looms have taken over in a big way. And so weaving a Banarasi sari, like a fully brocade laden sari, costs anywhere within, at least 15 to 20 lakh investment goes into it. And a roll of a roll of fabric would have 4 saris, and people, they manage to sell one sari, but they don't manage to sell the rest, and they end up with a lot of idle inventory. And that led them to, they kind of take loans and all of that. They're unable to repay the loans, so it became a vicious cycle. But there are these 3 to 4 entrepreneurs who belong to wholesaler families and also have been into this trade for generations. And they're all highly educated in global universities. They were working in corporates across the world. They suddenly felt that they should come back to their roots and revive that art. And they said that, the only way to revive that art is to make the craft at the highest end, and not really resort to power loom, but encourage the weavers, incentivize the weavers, and take the standard of the craft to the highest level. The luxury connoisseurs can afford it.
Right.
And they felt that only if they do it, that art will have has a future. And that's exactly what they're doing it. There's still all those businesses, be it a Tilfi or a Ikaya Banaras or a Holy Weave, they're all still in their infancy, but they're doing a wonderful job of taking this intricate art, and they're trying to build a global narrative. They're also bringing in, design thinking from other parts of the world, and they're doing a fabulous job of it. And I really hope that that's such a beautiful art it is. It does not get extinct, and these, entrepreneurs will lead the way and will encourage other entrepreneurs from Banaras to revive this art.
What has been the highlight while dealing with the Banarasi topic? Limited in supply, like the are getting this.
Yes, what actually excited me was that they're all digital first businesses. So my question to them is, it's a little contradictory, right? Digital and online and luxury. They apart from COVID, it doesn't really go hand in hand. And but they say that the only way for them to make this art form reach millions of global luxury connoisseurs is to have a digital presence.
Right.
And even there, they kind of ensure, I mean, they don't, if I mean, they won't have SKUs wherein, wherein there will be 40 or 50 saris. They will just put up one sari. And they're also kind of, apart from saris, they are going beyond saris. So they're getting into Western wear.
Right.
So Tilfi, for instance, has a workwear collection. Kaya is trying to, her ambition, the Ikaya founder's ambition is to make sari. She wants a Gen Z to wear a sari, a French Gen Z or a German Gen Z to wear a sari and walk around. She wants to make saris really chic and cool. On the other hand, Holy Weaves is kind of, again, they are launching a variety of products, like it could be neckties, it could be ascot ties. They are getting into they're launching dressed shawls. So they're doing a whole lot of innovations. And I think innovation is at the forefront of their journey. And that is what is exciting.
That brings me to another one which you've done, Ekita. When it comes to hospitality business, no matter how luxurious a hotel is, what matters is the service. And South Asia, especially, this part of the region, when you compare the quality of service and friendliness and warmth with the rest of the world, we score a lot. And then that Indian part, the Indian hotels are even
Yes.
warmer in terms of hospitality.
In fact, when it comes to hospitality, I don't think anybody can be better than the Indians. And IHCL is nailing it with the Taj brand. So they have apart from reimagining, because Taj had been undergoing a lot of ups and downs. And apart from reimagining the brand in India, they also have global aspirations now. Taj is coming up at Frankfurt. They're looking at moving into new geographies. They're looking at Switzerland.
They have a pier in New York.
Yes.
And the St. James Court in London.
Yes. So but now they're expanding the Taj brand across the globe. They're looking at expanding. And IHCL has other brands also. It has Vivanta, it has Ginger, and all of that. But they only want to take the Taj.
The top notch.
Yeah, which is the top notch, because Taj stands for, I mean, when it comes to luxury hospitality, they think that it is Taj which will actually, help them build a stronger business model globally. And so I urge our readers to pick up the Fortune India's luxury issue and read it. And I can assure you, there's a lot of surprise, there's a lot of drama in this issue, and you're just going to love reading it.